With a lot of worry about GTA 6 coming from the community, of course I've spent a considerable amount of time debunking some of the worries that aren't based in reality. However, there are some worries that I have that I want to go through in today's video, and I think they are issues that have plagued the GTA franchise for a while. A little disclaimer for the start of this video: I do love GTA, of course, and I do appreciate all of the work that went into making some of our favourite titles, but I also think that if we don't address the issues, we can't get them fixed. So without further ado, let's get into it. We can all agree the missions in the story modes of both Red Dead and GTA are extremely well written, fun and engaging. This is particularly the case in Red Dead Redemption 2, but fundamentally Rockstar have always followed the same format. This is particularly obvious in GTA Online. Go to the place, do the thing, and whilst you're doing the thing, people will randomly spawn out of nowhere whilst you're stuck in an animation loop. Get to the vehicle, stash the vehicle, move away, because for some reason you have to leave the area while Rockstar despawns the vehicle, come back, then spam the button to do another mission. The time between missions is just short enough to make it not worthwhile doing something else, but long enough to be absolutely pointless. And then of course, you start it all again. This mission format has been the same in GTA Online for years now, and we definitely need something to change, as even the latest DLC follows the exact same format. Now I am really enjoying the latest GTA Online DLC. It is fun, but the part that I'm struggling to understand is, am I finding it fun because I'm so bored of what's currently in GTA Online, or is it actually fun, engaging and innovative? Because at this point I'm struggling to tell the difference. And I can assure everyone that in GTA 6, for the first year or two, this mission structure won't be boring, because the game will be in a new location, with new characters, new people, new vehicles and new graphics. And of course a whole new game engine. But after those first 1 to 2 years, are we going to go back to square one of getting the same mission structure reskinned for each DLC with new locations and characters? Now I do need to say that the simplicity of this new DLC is most likely because Rockstar needs to drop a Christmas DLC. But of course the majority of their team are working on GTA 6. But there were some disappointing things, such as the interior of the Banshee being basic as hell, the fact that the Jester RR wasn't even customizable, but some really brilliant things such as the sound that plays when you collect the Tiki statue. Of course, a little Vice City reference. Now throughout history, Rockstar have been known to innovate in everything they do. For example, in Red Dead Redemption, that is definitely by far one of the best stories of any game that has ever been created. But with what's happening currently in GTA Online, it feels a little bit like they're focusing too much on what's working, and from a business point of view that makes sense, but they don't take as many risks anymore. With GTA Online, they are doing the same thing with every update, which is basically reskinning the same mission structures over and over again, because they know it works and it's made them money for the past decade. But with GTA 6, I'm hoping they try some new things in online and actually take some risks. My next biggest concern is to do with the balance of realism versus immersion. Now this one might sound a little bit stupid, but hear me out. My main grind recently in GTA Online has been doing the security contracts, as they're the quickest way to make money, especially if you've got a buzzard or some form of flying vehicle. But after every 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 missions, you have to go upstairs to the office, get new armor, more snacks, rinse and repeat, and of course waiting for the missions to become available each time. This whole idea that you need snacks and ammo and you can't just buy them online from your phone in the game is great for the realism element of the game, but generally overall it causes the immersion element of the game to fall apart. Of course the gun vans throughout the map do help, but it's still a little bit inconvenient. You spend a lot more time trying to stay alive as a character and managing all of your business than you actually do playing the game. Another example is with the nightclubs. The constant having to maintain the popularity of your nightclubs, and for some reason when you lose just over 1 bar of popularity, your income can go down to almost half, is definitely frustrating. And then of course entering the nightclub to have to throw people out, of course it gives you some quick cash and it does top up your nightclub popularity, but these sorts of things overall are generally quite boring. So for GTA Online, I do feel like some of the realism elements of the game need more automation. You should be able to recruit staff and hire staff that can run your businesses entirely for you, and maybe you should be doing missions to increase what that business earns, not just to maintain the business in general. And this attention to detail to some of the realism side of it actually ends up making it more unrealistic. For example, our characters in GTA Online can be making up to $1 million a day, or if not more, maybe a lot more. So it's very weird how they're doing all the nitty-gritty details when it comes to the running and management of these businesses. This is definitely something they need to focus on for GT Online, because at the moment, every time I log into GT Online, I'm having just to top up what my businesses are doing. It's actually becoming more of a full-time job than a game. Now next we have the moderation side of GTA Online. So my last GT Online account got banned around about 4 years ago, and I never actually found out why it was banned. It was on PlayStation, and I never did voice chats, and I never sent in-game messages. I had to create a whole new GT Online account. I think this is like my 7th GT Online account that I have at the moment. So of course today I was beyond concerned when Rockstar announced their partnership with Modulate AI to introduce voice moderation into GT Online. Now whilst I think moderating chats overall can be beneficial, this isn't Fortnite or Minecraft. And what is being moderated? Is swearing okay? What about the context? For example, a black person saying the N-word as in term of endearment to a friend versus a white person saying it as an insult, an Australian saying the C word as a term of endearment, or someone else using it as an insult. I think for things like GT Online, where there is no system and no AI and no software that can understand context, moderation should definitely stay out of the game. I mean, I get why they're doing it, but good intentions aren't always fairly policed. It feels like this is something that could go very wrong very quickly. Now next we have the money side of GT Online. So this is obviously something that I've spoken about probably far too much on the channel, and you're probably all sick of me talking about it. But the financial system in GT Online is so heavily overinflated that it just doesn't make sense anymore. An old pickup truck, which in real life would cost maybe a couple $1,000s, is $1.4 million in the game. The financial system in GT Online is so heavily overinflated that it's created a system where you have to keep grinding to set yourself up, to keep grinding, to do missions, to keep grinding. Every single DLC that is being released has given us more reasons to grind and continually put time into GT Online, but it hasn't given us reasons to get excited about doing these things in GT Online. I think a fair conclusion to the current state of GT Online is that it's so much better than anything else out there because it really doesn't have any competition, but it's still light years away of where it should be. Now it is worth saying context is very important, and GT Online is fundamentally built on a game engine that was originally being worked on in the 2000s. And I'm just hoping that this is the final stages of Rockstar seeing out GTA 5's game engine before we go to GTA 6. But everything I've seen so far isn't filling me with a massive amount of confidence, but I am gonna survive on hopium and copium and just hope that GTA 6 doesn't follow this same format. The final thing I want to say in this video is that I know that a lot of people really are loving the idea of hating on Rockstar games. I've seen it so much in the community, particularly over the past couple of weeks. But it is important to remember that Rockstar aren't going to look at your comment insulting their employees or shouting at them. They're going to look at the fair criticisms you give and the way that you behave on social media to actually tell Rockstar what they can improve on. Screaming and crying doesn't make a difference. What actually makes a difference is giving genuine feedback to Rockstar Games publicly on social media, and of course there's no ignoring the fact that if you did stop playing GT Online, they'd probably listen. You know, the wallet speaks volumes. So thank you all so much for watching today's video. Of course, let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll see you all in the next one.